Let's start with the most obvious misconception, just to get it out the way.
What do you think the first one is going to be? What do you think the first one is going to be? Okay, the lady should visit Iran and then we should ask her opinion.
That Muslims are terrorists.
Hi. Please help me. Please help me. I have no patience. Please, where are you? I need you right now. Who says that? Like all of them? Okay. Guys, maybe if you want to attack misconceptions, like maybe like don't strawman them. Like guys, we're like 1 minute in. Guys, let me tell you, I follow some of the most lunatic, moronic, right-wing, bigot, far-right groups on the internet just to see what they're up to. I just check up on them. Just go like, hey, let me see what the bigots are saying today. And they're like, oof, oh, ow, ooh, oh, no, oh, and then I go out, okay? And then I go take a shower, okay? And I can tell you that I've been to the darkest corners of the internet, okay? And even they don't say this like that. Muslims, you mean they like, you mean like, do they say they might, the worst, even the most bigoted ones will say most of them, or maybe, I mean, they're wrong. It's a fringe group of, it's a tiny fringe, okay? It's a tiny fringe that are terrorists, okay? But even the bigots don't say they're all terrorists, right? Even the crazy bigots, they say like, maybe the craziest one might say that most of them, which is insane. It's insane. But they don't say like, hey, oh yeah, Muslims are terrorists. Like, if you want to tackle misconceptions, here's a hint for you. What's this lady's name? The wandering Queen? Oh, here, Deborah. Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah.
Hey.
Hey, so we're tackling the first misconception, okay? Maybe I haven't heard this before, but have you heard like people claiming that all Muslims are terrorists? I mean, I saw it once. Somebody saying every Muslim is a ticking time bomb, okay, even if they're not a terrorist, okay.
Yeah.
And that was like, whoa, this guy is a bigot or something. It's saying like every Muslim is a ticking time bomb, right? Like could potentially become a terrorist. And that was the craziest generalization I've ever seen. But even that guy wasn't saying they're all are terrorists now, right?
That's
So,
like just old school. I find like really old misconceptions.
but
that
no,
makes
even the old
to
school
me.
ones, have you heard some people actually saying all of them are terrorists? Like, have you
Yeah.
heard that? You have? I
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah, like the small town backwoods people I know, yeah.
Okay. But is this like a common misconception?
No.
No.
I think they just say it just to be a-holes.
Right. So I'm pretty sure like when it comes to misconceptions, if you like really go digging, you're gonna find somebody that has this misconception, okay? But if you want to fight 10 misconceptions, you might as well go find some misconceptions that are common. I mean, who thinks this? Like you've seen some. I saw one person that has something similar to this, but the biggest they think like, oh yeah, maybe many of them, the vast majority. The truth is that a fringe group of them, a really fringe group of them, are terrorists, and even that fringe group is responsible for most of the terrorism around the world, right?
Right.
So do you agree with me, Deborah, that a fringe group of Muslims, tiny fringe group of Muslims, are terrorists, but that by itself is enough for it to be the number one source of terrorism globally? Is that accurate to say?
I guess that sounds about right.
Right. By wide margin. All right. And again, I know if there's any Americans here in the live chat, would be like, no, Armin, you were wrong. They're right-wing bigots. The far-right groups are the number one sources of terrorism. FBI data proves it. And like, in the US, we're talking globally. Pay attention. The world is not the United States. The world is not the United States, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, this is, of course, not true.
This is, of course, not true. Look at this beautiful straw man that I created. Look at it. Look at this. Look at my glory be upon my straw man. Glory be upon my straw man. Let me show you how I tear it down. Are you okay, Deborah?
Yep.
All good?
All good.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Hey.
thank you. And I've got a coffee.
Okay, good. All right, so she built us a straw man. All Muslims are all terrorists.
Yep.
Okay, and she's like telling us how this non-misconception is wrong. Okay, so easy. It's so easy to tear this down, right? Just make an argument that almost nobody's making, and tell us why it's wrong.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see why that's wrong.
It is true that Islam is a religion of peace. Now,
Oh no. Oh my God, this is like...
It is true because look, there's peaceful Muslims around us.
Right, look at her. Oh, Deborah, you have your cookies ready? Look at her. She's not beheading anybody right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Some cookies going here.
Okay.
1 sec.
Marco is saying, hell is for you that actually believed in God. Thank you so much for the £2 super chat, Marco. Really appreciate that. Wow.
Whoa, somebody looked up my net worth on Google? I wish I was a millionaire.
I don't know.
Who's
Ignore
this
that.
Deborah?
Why are you giving us 3 cookies, Deborah? Only 1 cookie at a time.
Well,
You're like,
one's
you're
not
gonna...
enough. Come on. I'm a baker. I can bake shit tons of it.
Deborah, we have only 188 patrons. We don't have money to cook all these cookies. Okay? Like maybe later once we hit 200 patrons, then you could give out 3 cookies every time.
Okay.
Wow, Andrew N just became a member. Thank you so
Yay.
much, Andrew. Yes, thank you, Andrew.
Welcome to the fold.
Yes, welcome to the Atheist Republic family. Okay, cool. Let's continue.
Fortunately, there are bad people all over the world. And it just so happens that when they are Muslim, it is highlighted in the media. So people think it is always Muslims.
It's the other way around.
Oh my God.
It's so much the other way around because there's so much Islamic terrorism right now happening around the world that you guys don't even hear about it anymore.